So good evening, members and guests. I'm privileged to introduce before you, all of you, today's distinguished guest, Mr. Alok Taunk. He's a mindfulness coach. Since all of you are here, I'm sure many of you have heard the word mindfulness, what it probably means to all of us. But you will find a different meaning, altogether different meaning today when Mr. Alok explains you what it is actually. It has assumed very high significance, especially post-corona, post-lockdowns, and the trauma which we have all of us have gone through. Even otherwise, also there have been propagandas of the mindfulness for ages together, and I would not say that our saints and prophets who have been talking about it, but the assumption that all of us are on this earth for a reasonable reason, and what Lord Mahavira said, live and let live, is the one of the under thought which drives the mindfulness. Our guest today, Mr. Alok, is very distinguished and a noted name in the mindfulness coaching. And he's one excellent example of somebody who has gone through the corporate grill of the corporate life, and then he decides to take the plunge into the what we are going to listen to him today. He's on a mission to help working professionals' life stress-free, full of clarity, confidence, and integrating the strategic mindfulness principles and techniques in the life of everybody. He decided to make this drastic career shift from a corporate professional for more than 13 years to become a mindfulness and mindset coach, post witnessing and experiencing himself the stressful workplace scenarios due to ever increasing work pressure, unrealistic deadlines, office politics, non-supportive organization cultures, and its repercussions on the people's health, efficiency, productivity, and engagement levels. Not to say he too have suffered burnouts and have seen many of his colleagues, bosses, and team members go through the same. And this is probably one of the things which inspired him, motivated him to take the plunge into this. Luckily, he was able to handle himself and manage his mental and emotional resources strategically due to certain cognitive self-development modalities that he has been practicing right from the age of 15, and mindfulness happens one of them. And that's when he decided to launch Eastern Mindfulness, a self-development platform which is offering mindfulness based on the programs and processes. When we pursue something, it's always good to have a structured progress into that, because in the initial period we are into the learning mode, what it is, acquaintance mode, what we call as, and subsequently it becomes your thing. You get more and more deep into that, then it becomes imperative to have a structured learning, and that's where the coaching also helps. In the past 5+ years, he has touched and transformed 25,000 plus lives through his workshops, seminars, webinars, coaching, and miscellaneous online engagements also. We are lucky that he is here in campus with us, Rubaru. He is also co-founder of Mind Tree app, a mobile app for guided meditations and affirmations which are available on Android and iOS, both the platforms. Apart from this, he has created online mindfulness courses for people to learn the science of mindfulness at their comfort, ease, and peace. He is also instructor on Udemy, which is a popular learning platform. So he believes in that conscious living is one of the most important qualities and practice that people need to integrate in their lives to live a conscious, meaningful, happy, and productive lifestyle. And his mission is to empower the working professional as a part of his macro mission in building a mindful world. So कहने को बहुत सिंपल सी बात है और सिंपल सा वर्ड है माइंडफुलनेस, बट it encompasses a lot of things and it brings compensation into the individual's mind, and that's what we want to learn and hear more about him. So let me welcome him. Please come.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super happy, super humbled, super ecstatic to be here with all of you. And more than that, I'm really privileged to be here on this AMA platform. Because if you see, AMA has been a pioneer, it has been a lighthouse, it has been a catalyst when it comes to self-development, when it comes to learning, when it comes to growth. And we need such platforms, don't we? Yes? Yes. And I being here, this is my privilege. So a lot of wishes, a lot of power, and a lot of strength to everyone who is behind the platform, who is working day in and day out to make this possible. And this is ultimately, going to add up to the knowledge realm out there. Having said that, I want to tell you something. I'm really, really happy for each and every one of you. I'm really, really, really proud of each and every one of you. Now ask me why. आज कौन सा दिन है? Friday evening. What do people do on Friday evenings? Party, weekend, movie, Netflix, Amazon, ye hotel, wo hotel, yes? And look at you. You are sitting in AMA. Why? With an intent to learn something. You have come here with an intent to add some value in you, yes or no? And that says and speaks a lot about you. What I want you to do is just take your left or right hand right now and just pat yourself on the back, say, well done. Now you might be thinking, come on, Alok, this sounds so silly. कोई और करे तो बात है, बस उसी में फंस गए हम. कोई और कहे तो. How many of you agree, ladies and gentlemen, that we are champions when it comes to self-criticism and self-doubt? Yes, come on. We are champions, right? We constantly keep on looking on the left, on the right, usko dekho, isko dekho, and especially the kind of social media world that we are living in. How many of you keep on comparing your lives? The houses, the cars, the followership, the fame, the money, this and that. Yes. And what does that do to you? Have you ever thought about that? That is what crushes your self-esteem and self-confidence. How many of you, with a show of hands, would really love to build your self-esteem and self-confidence? Yes. Today onwards, I have an assignment for you. Okay. Come on, Alok, dusra assignment. Okay. Hold on. The assignment is, from today onwards, any little win or any little breakthrough that you experience in your life, you will pat yourself. You will praise yourself for that. My only question is, if we are champions when it comes to self-criticism and self-doubt, why can't we learn the art of self-praise? How many of you really think, apne aap se पूछना, don't just answer me because I'm asking you to answer yourself. How many of you think that you are doing some kind of progress or making some kind of progress every single day? How many of you think? Even 0.1% progress is progress. For example, if you say that, I have been thinking about starting reading books from so many years, okay? I have been thinking to go and join a gym for so many months. मैं आज करूँगा, मैं कल करूँगी, वो कल कभी आता ही नहीं. If one day, if you read half a page of book, you need to pat yourself on the back. But what we do is, अरे उसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, लोग तो साल की इतनी books पढ़ लेते हैं. You will never compare, but you will appreciate for every little win. Do you promise this to yourself? Yes? Fantastic, super awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Alok Taunk. I'm a mindfulness and a mindset coach, and thank you, sir, for that introduction. Thank you very much. I'm really humbled. I'm on a mission to help working professionals, on a mission to help professionals live a life that is stress-free, full of clarity and confidence by integrating strategic mindfulness principles, hacks, tips, techniques, jo bhi bolo. And many a times this has happened, I'll tell you. I've got this question. Alok, why only working professionals? Don't others deserve to live a life that is stress-free, full of clarity and confidence? How many of you, with a raise of hand, honestly tell me, do you think that every single person on the face of the planet Earth deserves to live a life that is stress-free, full of clarity and confidence? We all deserve to live a life that is happy. We have that internal calm. We are not here to suffer. How many of you agree that we are here to suffer? We are not here to suffer. We are here to live life. We are here to enjoy life, right? My question to you is, अगर आपको पता है कि मुझे ये 5 चीजें आज मॉल से खरीदनी है, कितने लोग मॉल जाते हैं? अगर आपको पता है ये 5 चीजें मुझे मॉल से खरीदनी है, you go to the mall, you come back empty handed. Why does that happen? This is just an analogy. What I'm trying to say here is, if you have a pure intention that I want to live a life that is happy, stress free and full of clarity, then why do we start experiencing stress and anxiety? Why? And my analysis says that when we unknowingly shift from conscious living to accidental living, when we unknowingly shift from conscious living to accidental living, that's when stress and anxiety is a natural outcome. Stress and anxiety is a natural outcome of an accidental life, whereas calm and clarity is a natural outcome of a conscious life. Okay, this sounds good, Alok, this sounds good. But what does conscious life and accidental life mean? By the way, can I ask all of you to take notes? Yes? See, I encourage people to take notes. Why? Because the more notes you take, better will be your retention. If your retention is good, your recall would be amazing, okay? And if your recall is amazing, your implementation would be fantastic. If your implementation is fantastic, your results would be phenomenal, okay? How many of you want to really make something out of this session? There are 2 modes, okay? You can either watch this session as a movie. Friday ko movie dekhi thi ek live. And then nothing happens from tomorrow. You are back to square one, okay? Or you can take something from this session and make that shift. How many of you would like to make that shift? Yes? Everyone? Left or right में देखना, अगर हाथ नहीं ऊपर किया है ना? Okay, lovely. So make notes, okay? Take notes. Now, what do we mean by conscious living and what do we mean by accidental living? Zara samajhna isko. How many of you, with a show of hands, have experienced or fallen into this trap of saying something or doing something or taking certain decisions, making certain choices for which you had guilt and regret later? किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, someone snapped at you, or someone used certain words and you were not happy and you gave it back. You gave it back with all that anger and frustration and irritation, and then later on you realized, मैंने क्यों बोला? काश मैं नहीं बोलती, काश मैंने ये decision नहीं लिया होता. Now, why do we react? The question is, why do we react? Because there are certain patterns in us which makes us react. There are certain triggers in us which makes us react. We don't want to react, but that trigger makes us react. Are you with me? And that is what accidental life is. It is called as living in autopilot. How many of you have heard about autopilot? Yes? जब भी plane उड़ता है ना, तो वो most of the times it is on autopilot. The pilots are not always flying it manually. Most of the times it's on autopilot, which means there is a system in the plane which takes over. Hello? Yes, everyone, just out loud say system. There is a system in the plane which takes over, which is called as autopilot. ऐसा एक system हमारे में भी है. And that system we have created. And that system is called as our blueprint. Now, this blueprint is made up of our belief systems, our habits, and our attitude. How many of you agree? Just think about it. I want all of you to reflect, okay? Reflect. Don't just take everything that I'm saying on my face value. Reflect and ask questions, okay? How many of you agree all these years that you have been living, you have developed certain habits that are not helping you to move towards your goals? How many of you agree that all these years you have built certain attitude towards life, attitude towards people, attitude towards things, attitude towards situations? That attitude is not helping you to move towards your goals. How many of you agree? Yes. How many of you agree that all over these years you have developed certain belief systems also inside you? ऐसा करना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं करना चाहिए, ये सही है, ये गलत है. And those belief systems are not helping you to move towards your goals. You all have those habits, you all have those attitude, and you all have those beliefs. Yes, the mixture of habits, attitude, and beliefs, this creates a blueprint. It creates that program, and this can be called as our broken blueprint. It can be called as our broken blueprint. And this broken blueprint is the system that takes over. Just like the autopilot takes over, this system. अगर एक broken blueprint is driving you, what kind of decisions you will take? Broken. If a broken blueprint is driving you, what kind of choices will you make? broken. Are you with me? And that's what an accidental life is. मैं हमेशा एक चीज़ पूछता हूँ लोगों से, आप में से कितने लोग ड्राइव करते हैं गाड़ी? सोचो एक लंबी ड्राइव है, आप ड्राइव कर रहे हो, थक जाते हैं ना लंबी ड्राइव में, and then you fall sleepy. Is it a good state to drive with that sleepy state? क्या होगा? Accidents are bound to happen. But when you are aware, when you are conscious, when you are focused, your quality of the driving elevates. Yes or no? Yes. My question to you is, how are you driving the car of your life? Are you driving it in a conscious state? By that what I mean is, are you aware why are you thinking what you are thinking? Are you aware why are you feeling what you are feeling? Are you aware why are you reacting in particular situation the way you are reacting? That's the question. You know, after talking to so many people, I've realized this, we all have those patterns. And certain patterns, they keep on repeating when it comes to relationships. एक रिलेशनशिप में आप गए, वहाँ से ब्रेकअप हो गया, वापस दूसरे में गए, वहाँ पे भी ब्रेकअप हो गया, तीसरे में गए, वहाँ पे भी, क्या हो रहा है आलोक मेरे साथ? There is a system. There is a blueprint which is making the decision. It's not you. कई बार ऐसा होता है, अपॉर्चुनिटी कितनी सारी आती है मेरे सामने, बिजनेस को लेकर, जॉब को लेकर, बट एवरी टाइम आई स्टेप बैक. Why? Because there is some fear. And that is the system which is taking over. Are you with me? But when you start living a conscious life, that's when you ask questions to that system. Why am I doing what I'm doing? Are you with me? And every time you ask a question, you break that system. And that is what living a mindful life is. Are you with me? Yes? Okay. Having said that, does this make sense? थोड़ा सा? ज़्यादा? बहुत ज़्यादा? Okay. Okay. See, एक disclaimer मैं देना चाहता हूँ. This session is not a motivational session. Neither I am a motivational speaker, nor this is a motivational session, okay? Because I somewhere think that we don't need motivation. None of us we need motivation. हमें motivation की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है. We all are motivated. We only need two things. And now when I say what these two things are, I want you to validate what these two things are for you, okay? The first thing that we need is clarity. कोई भी चीज़ करनी हो ना, उसमें clarity होनी चाहिए. Whether it is about health, whether it is about relationships, whether it is about your career, whether it is about business, whether it is about investment, clarity होनी चाहिए कि क्या करना है. Clarity के बाजू में ब्रैकेट में लिख दो what. What. By clarity I mean what. Okay? और दूसरा होना चाहिए conviction. Clarity और conviction. Conviction का मतलब है ये मुझे क्यों करना है. बाजू वाला कर रहा है इसलिए नहीं. मुझे क्यों करना है. You get it? और ब्रैकेट में लिख दो why. When you know the what and the why, how to do it, you will figure it out. Yes or no? किसी भी क्षेत्र में अगर आपको what पता है ना कि मुझे क्या करना, जैसे हेल्थ, आप में से कितने लोगों को वजन कम करना है, सच सच बोलना. यस. बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं मुझे वजन कम करना है, मुझे वजन कम करना है, 10 साल से वही बोल रहे हैं. होता नहीं है. क्यों? क्योंकि these two elements are missing. The what and the why. मुझे क्यों करना है. अगर मैं वजन कम करूंगा, मैं वजन कम करूंगी तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा. How will my life change? How will that impact me positively? When you are sold with that why, you don't need any external motivation. And number two, what I need to do in order to follow that why. Okay? What plus why will give you consistency. Clarity plus conviction leads to consistency. Now this is a CCC formula, okay? Very important. You can apply it anywhere in your life you want. Clarity, even if you're a student, if you're a businessman, if you're a working professional, if you're a homemaker, no matter who you are, apply what, why and how. Got it? Useful? Okay, fantastic. बहुत सारे लोग अभी नींद करने वाले हैं. Okay, okay, listen. See, I really believe that energy is something that is very important. How many of you agree? Energy is very important. कोई भी चीज़ में अगर आप energy डालो ना तो उसका outcome बहुत अच्छा हो सकता है, right? You have two modes in which you can attend this session. One is active mode and one is passive mode. Okay, AM or PM. Which mode would you like to be in? Active mode? How many active mode? Okay. How many passive mode? Okay, lovely. See, बोलने से कुछ नहीं होगा, ठीक है? Active होना पड़ेगा. So, let's do this. I want all of you to stand up. Come on. All of you, stand up, stand up, stand up. Yes. Now, see, these are 3 incantations or affirmations, whatever you want to call it as. I have been researching a lot on affirmations. Please hear me out, okay? We keep on doing a lot of research. So I've been researching a lot on affirmations. What are affirmations? Positive sentences, okay? After doing a lot of research, I came across this common denominator, and those are these 3 affirmations. No matter who you are, no matter what age and stage of life you are, no matter what you do as your profession, these 3 affirmations work for everyone. They work for everyone, okay? So it's right there served on the plate. What I want you to do is, ये मेरे हाथ में ना, ये volume meter है. Okay, this is a volume meter. Okay, I'll keep on increasing the volume. Can you see the volume meter? Yes. Oh, I can't. Can you see the volume meter? Yes. Yes? Okay, lovely. और यहाँ पे इसका switch है. Okay? ठीक है, मैं तेज करूँगा. Okay? So as of now, the volume meter is on 20, the volume of 20. Okay? What I want all of you to do is the first affirmation or first incantation, that is, I am enough. Okay? I want all of you to just close your eyes for a moment and tell this to yourself that I am enough, and feel it emotionally. What does I am enough mean? कि मैं जैसा हूँ, मैं जैसी हूँ, I am enough. I have that in me. Maybe I have forgotten, but I have that in me. Got it? So now, come on. Volume 20, everyone. I am enough. मजा नहीं आया. Volume 50. I am enough. Volume 80. I am enough. Volume 100. I am enough. Volume 150. I am enough. Volume 200. I am enough. Okay, now we'll go to the second, okay? I am unstoppable. Volume 20. Volume 50. Volume 150. Volume 200. Now use your body also, okay? Use your body also. Volume 200. 250. Oh, lovely. Give a big round of applause to yourself. Come on. Everyone. Lovely, lovely. Now we'll come to the third one, okay? The third one is, I'm ready to give my best. Okay? Come on. Volume 20. Volume 50. मजा नहीं आ रहा. Volume 100. I know time हो गया lunch को. Okay, volume 200. Fantastic. A big round of applause to yourself. Come on, everyone. Give a high five to the person on the left and right and say that you are awesome. Give a high five to the person on your left and right and say you are awesome. Come on. Come on. हाँ. अच्छा बैठ गए. Okay. खड़े हो जाओ. Come on. मैंने तो बोला ही नहीं. Okay. This was just one part of the activity. Okay. The second part is very interesting. The second part is wherein you see this. You are awesome and you can do it. और उसके ऊपर एक dash 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 भी है. What I want you to do is now, for the next 2 minutes, I want you to go around this room and meet as many people as you can in the room. In the room. In the room, okay? Not outside. Okay. Meet as many people as you can in the room. The first thing what you will do is when you meet someone, you will go and ask their name. So what's your name? Giriraj. Yeah. Now what I'll do is when I meet someone, I'll look into that person's eyes and I'll tell him, you are awesome and you can do it. You are awesome and you can do it. Giriraj, you are awesome and you can do it. Got it? I'll tell you what we are doing. How many of you agree that we all are catalysts? How many of you agree that we all have that potential in us to do something good? But because of our conditioning, sometimes we get into that self-doubt and we start questioning our own potential. How many of you, tell me, hand on your heart, कभी तो ऐसा कुछ किया है ना, when you surprised yourself, oh God, how can I do that? Yes, but there was a different energy that was in you, right? Now it's your moral duty to pass that energy to others. Got it? Are you ready to do that? And then you feel the energy that you have because you are selflessly doing it for others. Got it? That's the power of selfless doing. Let's do it. Come on.
You are awesome, you have done it.
Fantastic, you are awesome, you can do it. As many people as you can meet. Come on.
awesome. You can do it.
You're awesome.
Amazing.
You're awesome. You're awesome.
You are amazing.
Meet as many people as you can. Come on. Meet as many people as you can. Alok.
You are awesome, and sir, you can do it. And thanks for this session and motivating this.
We
all of
have,
us
we have
at
not
that
yet
point
started.
of time.
You're awesome, buddy. You're awesome. You're awesome. Himani, you're awesome. You can do it. You know that.
You're awesome, you can do it.
You're awesome. You can do it. I know that. I know that. I know that. You're awesome. You can do it. I know that. Come on, come on. Mean, you're awesome. You can do it. Yes, 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 yes. You're awesome. You can do it. Later, later, later.
Hi, Alok. You are awesome, you can do it.
Same to you. You're awesome. You can do it. Yes, yes, Shantanu. Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes.
we must take the opportunity. Hi, I'm David.
David, you're awesome. You can do it.
And you
Yes,
are also
yes.
awesome and can do it. Hi, sir. What's your name?
Alok.
My name is Bharat.
Bharat, you're awesome. You can do it. Yes,
You are
Bharat.
also awesome, you can do it.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Alok, you are awesome and you can do it.
Yes, same here, same here. Come on, meet as many people as you can. As many people as you can. Come on. बातें नहीं करनी. This is not socializing break. All right, come back, come back, come back, come back. Grab your seats. Come on. Grab your seats, grab your seats. Give a big round of applause to yourself. Give a big round of applause to yourself. Come on. Give a big round of applause to yourself. Get seated. Ladies and gentlemen, please make a note of this. This session is not just about information and data. We have not yet started. We have not yet started. Party abhi baki hai. So, this session is not just about data and information. This session is more about reflection and introspection. Okay? I want you to reflect and introspect. Data to aapko YouTube pe bhi mil jayega. Got it? This is more about reflection and introspection. Now, self-management, or you can call it as emotional management, will come to that. Emotional management is a part, it's a subset of self-management. Okay? So we are looking at a bigger picture. Self-management via mindfulness. What do we mean by self-management? How many of you agree, ladies and gentlemen, no matter who you are, how many of you agree we are really good at managing so many things in our life? We are good at managing our finances, we are good at managing our children, processes, systems, businesses. But when it comes to self-management, वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ऊपर नीचे हो जाता है. What do we mean by self-management? Self-management is the process wherein you manage yourself. By that what I mean is, wherein you manage your thoughts, your emotions, your perspectives, your perception, your attitude, your belief systems, your reactions and your responses. Got it? When you start managing that, life will be taken care of. That's self-management. How many of you agree that most of the times life doesn't happen as per our expectation? Most of the times. Usool hai duniya ka. Now, the question is, what happens to you when life is not happening as per your expectation? That's the question. I really love what Les Brown says. Les Brown is an internationally acclaimed author and a speaker. He says that when things go wrong, don't go with them. When things go wrong, don't go with them. But what happens to us? When things are not happening as per expectation, our thoughts and emotions are all over the place. Yes or no? But self-management is wherein you take care of all those aspects. And we'll learn how to do that. I'm going to give you a self-management framework as well today, which is very powerful. Also, whatever I'm going to share with you today, it's not from any book. It's not from any course. So whatever I've been doing for more than a decade now, it's all my experiences, learnings from my students and my mentees, what is really working for people. It is not theory, 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 theory. It has worked for people. That's the reason I'm sharing it with you. If it has worked for someone, it will work for you. I'm sure about that. Got it? And we are also going to look at mindfulness. Now, there's this word called chaos. How many of you agree that life has a lot of chaotic moments, right? I'll tell you something very insightful. Chaos generally is an outcome of stress and anxiety. Chaos is an outcome of stress and anxiety. When there is chaos, there is absence of clarity, yes or no? When there is chaos, there is absence of calm. So what is chaos? Chaos is nothing but absence of calm. Okay. Now let's understand what is stress and what is anxiety. How many of you experience stress? What a stupid question, Alok. Everyone experiences. Yes. How many of you experience anxiety? Good. Now many a times I get this question. दोनों same नहीं है क्या लोग? दोनों same है ही नहीं. They are two different concepts. Would you like to understand what is stress and anxiety? Yes. Now you might say that, okay, what's the matter in understanding what is stress and anxiety? Awareness is very important. Whenever you are aware about something, you will be able to manage and handle it in a very proper way, right? For example, if you are aware about your finances, कि पैसा कहाँ से आ रहा है, कहाँ पे जा रहा है, savings में कितना है, और opportunities है कि नहीं. If you are aware about all those nitty-gritties about your finances, you will be able to manage your finances in a better way, yes or no? If you are aware about your health, मेरी sugar high है, blood pressure किधर है, ये कहाँ है, वो कहाँ है, only then you will be able to take care of your health, yes or no? If you are aware about the needs and the desires of your children, you will be able to manage your children, yes or no? वो तो अलग बात है, it's very difficult. But awareness is the prerequisite to handle and manage anything in life. Now I'm going to give you a framework, and this framework is a very powerful framework. Please make a note of it. Awareness leads to clarity. Awareness leads to clarity. Clarity gives you certainty. Certainty makes you confident. When you are confident, that's when you take action. And when you take action, that's when you get results. As simple as that. Okay? Now you can apply this formula in any area of your life. Awareness leads to clarity. Clarity gives you certainty. Certainty gives you confidence. When you are confident, that's when you take action. And when you take action, that's when you get results. Are you with me? एक example लेते हैं. ठीक है? Anyone, come on, tell me which area of your life you are not getting results. Come on, participate. You always participate. I'll ask someone else. Come on. Any one area where you don't get results, you're not getting results. Health. Can you be a little loud? Can we have a mic for the participants as well? Sorry. Health. Okay. What do you mean by health?
एक्सरसाइज कर रहा हूँ पर मतलब रिजल्ट्स नहीं आ रहे या फिर हेल्थ बिगड़ती ही जा रही मैनेज नहीं हो पा रहा कि अच्छे खाना खाओ या फिर वैसा
Get it. Get it.
एक्सरसाइज करो ऐसा नहीं
मतलब आपका एक एम है या आपका एक ऑब्जेक्टिव है या आपका एक गोल है कि मेरे लिए हेल्थ एक्स है, बट यू आर नॉट एबल टू रीच देयर, राइट? नाउ विल यूज द सेम फॉर्मूला, विल यूज द सेम फ्रेमवर्क. अवेयरनेस लीड्स टू क्लैरिटी, क्लैरिटी gives you certainty, certainty makes you confident, and once you are confident, that's when you take action. When you take action, that's when you get results. If you are not getting results, what's your good name? Jainam. If Jainam is not getting results, that means that there is certain action that he is not taking. Jainam, yes or no? What is that action that you need to take but you are not taking?
should do yoga or try to do exercise or
Yes. Why are you not taking that action? What is stopping you? Think, why are you not taking action? And while I'm working with Jainam, I want all of you to work along with me, okay? Why, what is stopping you from taking that action? कि हाँ मुझे योगा करना है, मुझे कंसिस्टेंटली करना चाहिए, लेकिन क्यों नहीं? आलस. Do you think that you need some more clarity on that? Or you still need some more confidence कि इससे हाँ मुझे results मिलेगा?
confidence.
Yes. Because he is still not confident whether this is the right way or not. And why are you not confident?
Awareness.
Maybe there is some kind of clarity which is lacking कि कौन से poses करूं, कितने बार दिन में करूं? Is there any, yes or no? Do you have someone who is guiding you there?
Recently started.
Recently started. Okay. Now you have clarity after you started recently. उसके पहले क्या हो रहा था? पता नहीं था कहाँ से चालू करूं. Because the clarity was lacking. And why was clarity lacking? Because he was not even aware कि कहाँ से शुरू करना चाहिए. Yes or no? When you follow this protocol, thank you Jainam, thank you. Give a big round of applause to Jainam. Yes. Start applying this formula and you see that you will be more confident in taking action. Got it? Now, what is stress? Stress, in a nutshell, is when the situation is more powerful than the preparation. Do you think and do you agree that we all have certain expectation when it comes to approaching a situation, yes or no? कि मैं ऐसा करूंगा, मैं वैसा करूंगा और ये हो जाएगा. But now when life gives you a surprise, oh shit, मैंने तो ये सोचा ही नहीं था, अब क्या होगा? Right? For example, यहाँ पे आपको पहुँचना था 6:30 बजे. आपने प्रॉपर गूगल मैप्स में देखा होगा आज ट्रैफिक है कि नहीं, मैं कितना दूर रहता हूँ, कब भी मैं पहुँचूंगा, 6:30 बजे चालू तो नहीं हो जाएगा. And then you do all your calculation and then you leave. And then you see that there is a traffic jam. Then what happens to you? Oh God, अब क्या होगा? Yes. So when the reality is not equal to the expectation, that is what leads to stress. You get it? When the situation is more powerful than your preparation, that leads to stress. Now, let's look at anxiety. Anxiety is wherein everything is going good. Everything is fine. Everything is going as per your plan. But then something happens, or maybe there is a trigger, there is a thought, or there is a speculation about the future, and then you start worrying about what's going to happen next. Anxiety is a combination of worry and fear. You get it? Anxiety is a combination of worry and fear. My question to you is, और सब लोग आंसर करना, do you worry and fear about the present or the future? You never worry about the present. You always worry about what's going to happen next. Yes or no? So anxiety is a futuristic phenomena. Got it? So this is the difference between stress and anxiety. How to deal with it? It will come when we look at the framework. Apart from that, I want to share these 2 stress patterns that I want to, it's very important, very important. See, how many of you agree? When you have a lot of data in front of you, you start seeing patterns. How many of you agree? Yes. For example, if you see your expense report, नहीं, Alok, उसकी बात मत करो. When you see your expense report for the last 5 years, or let's say for the last 6 months, पता चलता है कि नहीं कि कहाँ पे मैं ज़्यादा खर्चा कर रहा हूँ या कर रही हूँ, yes or no? Because now you are seeing a lot of data, and then you start seeing patterns. Okay. Similarly, what happened is, after speaking to almost 600, 700 people on one-on-one basis, I started seeing patterns that most of the people fall prey to these kind of stress patterns. Okay. Now I'm going to share these 2 stress patterns with you, and now when I share that, I want you to do the analysis. Okay. Which pattern I keep falling prey to? That's your homework right now. Okay. The first pattern is, let's say that you experience a stressful situation. You had planned certain things कि ऐसा करूंगी, ऐसा करूंगा और ऐसा हो जाएगा. उसके बाद life gives you a surprise. अरे ये तो नहीं हो रहा है मेरे हिसाब से. Let's label that situation as X. What our mind does is, our mind looks at that situation and creates a 10x here. How many of you agree? How many of you experienced that? What is 10x? 10x is a deeper, darker version of that situation. You got it? जिसको हम कहते हैं राई का पहाड़ बनाना. कितने लोग बनाते हैं राई का पहाड़? हम सब बनाते हैं. Yes? So something happens and then we keep on thinking. एक पॉइंट से दूसरा, दूसरे से तीसरा, तीसरे से चौथा, और वो इशू उतना है ही नहीं जितना आप सोच रहे हो. इशू तो x है, लेकिन आपने बना दिया 100x. And medical science research says that we suffer the 10x, not the x. उसके लिए एक टर्म भी है जिसको कहते हैं perceived stress. There is actual stress and there is perceived stress. Perceived stress is our own creation. So we are suffering what? Perceived stress, not the actual stress. How many of you suffer perceived stress every single day? सच बोलना. Look at the room. Everyone. This is the pit which we fall in. Okay. Now let's look at the second stress pattern. Second stress pattern ये है. Every stressful situation, any and every stressful situation has 2 types of elements. The first type of elements can be called as our controllables. And the second type of elements can be called as our non-controllables. Got it? मानते हो कि नहीं कि हर सिचुएशन में कुछ तो कर ही सकते हो ना? हर सिचुएशन में ऐसा कुछ तो है जो आप कंट्रोल कर सकते हो. आप ऐसे तो नहीं बोल सकते इसमें तो मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं सकती. इसमें तो मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता. नहीं, there is something that you can move, yes or no? Even in COVID, I've noticed this. When there was a 21-day lockdown, okay, yes, you cannot go out, you cannot mingle around with your friends, you cannot go to a party, you cannot go for shopping, but there is something that you can do by sitting at home, yes or no? Something which is productive, that is your controllable. Going out, watching a movie, going to a restaurant, that's your non-controllable. The pattern that I've seen is, most of the people, most of the times, they keep on focusing on their non-controllables. My question to you is, what happens if you keep on focusing on your non-controllables? Nothing will happen, वो तो सबसे पहले. लेकिन उसके बाद और stress, और tension, and it will make you feel miserable. And at the end of the day, you will realize, जो मैं कर सकता था, मैंने वो भी नहीं किया. And that's where you keep on thrashing and brashing yourself. Got it? Both the patterns, X, 10X, controllables, non-controllable. My question to you is, which pattern do you fall prey to the most? I want you to tell this to the person on your left or right. Do this right now. Which pattern do you fall prey to the most? Pattern 1, pattern 2, or both? Not me. Discuss it with the person on your left or right. Ma'am, discuss with the person behind you. Come on. See, what are we doing here is, please understand, what are we doing here is, it's not just theory. It is about reflection. It is about having that conversation, going deeper into it. Got it? There is one stress fact that I want to share with you. Stress travels with us. How many of you agree? This is a stress fact. Stress travels with us. How many of you agree? Yes. What does this mean? Socho. You are getting up in the morning, it's a Monday morning, and you have to go to work, you have to go to office, you have to go to your business, right? And then things don't happen as per your expectation. दूध वाला आया नहीं, पेपर वाला टाइम पे नहीं आया, मे बी चाय में चीनी थोड़ी कम थी, या एक ऐसा ईमेल आ गया बॉस के पास से, या कस्टमर के पास से, या क्लाइंट के पास से, या गाड़ी चालू ही नहीं हो रही, है ना, या किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, कहा सुनी हो गई. How does that make you feel in the morning? Irritated? Frustrated? Yes. Now you go to your work. Are you going alone? Or you are taking all that irritation, frustration with you? And now when you're working, typing an email or having that conversation with your colleagues or team meeting, phone pay client, is that other person able to make out that there's something wrong? Because that impacts your outcome also. That impacts your mood also. And that entire day is spoiled. Yes or no? It also happens the other way around. बाहर कुछ हुआ, वो आप लेके आए घर में, और फिर घर में हाँ कुछ तो हुआ है. कितना भी अच्छा खाना बनाओ, नहीं मज़ा नहीं आया. क्यों? क्योंकि आप बाहर से कुछ लाए हो अपने अंदर. Yes or no? And that's the reason it's very important that we deal with it. Okay? It's very important that we deal with it. One pattern that I've seen with people when it comes to stress and anxiety, they keep on ignoring it. They keep on putting it under the carpet. ठीक है, कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. जैसे एक कबर्ड जो होता है उसमें कपड़े ठूसते गए, ठूसते गए, ठूसते गए. एक दिन जब कबर्ड खोलोगे ना, सब अपने पे गिरेगा. That is what happens with stress. You got it? And that's where I think mindfulness is very important. How many of you have heard about mindfulness? Yes? Now, I'll give you a very different perspective of looking at mindfulness today, okay? Please write it down. Mindfulness is the process of building awareness in order to have better clarity. As simple as that. Okay, we'll not complicate it. Mindfulness is the process of building awareness in order to have better clarity. Okay? There are two keywords that I want you to make note of: awareness and clarity. These are your keywords. Awareness and clarity. Okay? My question to you is, how many of you agree that clarity is very important in our life? How many of you agree? Clarity is very important. Only when you are clear about certain things, you will be able to weigh your options, yes or no? When you are able to weigh your options, then you are able to make a decision. Just think about it. If you want to make a financial decision, आपके पास कुछ पैसा पड़ा है, मुझे इसको invest करना है. आपके पास तीन options हैं. लेकिन जब तक कॉन्फिडेंस ही नहीं आएगा कि मैं कहाँ डालूं, तो आप क्या करोगे? प्रोक्रेस्टिनेट। बाद में करते हैं ना, बाद में करते हैं ना, देखते हैं, पूछते हैं, सालों साल निकल जाते हैं। यस और नो? यस। Why this is happening? Because there is no clarity. And when there is no clarity, there is confusion. So clarity is very important. But the thing is, please understand, ladies and gentlemen, please understand this. Whenever you see the situation is powerful than your preparation, whenever you see that life takes you by surprise, that's when we lose clarity. How many of you have experienced this? वो जो की मूवमेंट जो होता है ना, जब भी बहुत ही स्ट्रेस हो रहा है, टेंशन हो रहा है, तभी आप सोच ही नहीं सकते सीधे से। यस और नो? When you hit a roadblock, when you see that there is a dead end, you are not able to think through the problem. How many of you experience that? You are not able to see the solution. How many of you experience that? Yes. Even if the solution is right in front of you, आप यहाँ वहाँ देख रहे हो। वो कैसी बात हो गई पता है? चश्मे यहीं लगाएं, पूरे घर में ढूंढ रहे हो। How many of you have experienced this? The solution was right in front of you. And then someone comes and tells you, अरे यार सुनो ना, ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर लेते? ऐसा क्यों नहीं कर लेते? And you are like, हाँ यार मैंने क्यों नहीं सोचा ये? Has this ever happened? Because you were not able to think it. The other person was able to see it because he was not stressed. You were stressed. You got it? So whenever we lose clarity, we lose awareness as well. Awareness of the fact that I can do this. This is my option. Now, something very interesting, okay? Do we have a chart or a whiteboard? Okay. Now, हमने अभी जो भी समझा ना, ये बहुत थियरी था, okay? लेकिन अभी इसको समझते हैं ब्रेन को लेकर, okay? Because साइंस समझना बहुत जरूरी है, साइंस को समझना बहुत जरूरी है. What exactly happens when we are experiencing stress? What exactly happens in our brain when we are experiencing anxiety? Okay? How many of you agree that we are really good at understanding our gadgets? Our mobile phone, कितना expendable memory है, कौन सा version है, update लिया कि नहीं? Yes, we are very good with understanding our gadgets. But what about this gadget? We have never understood this gadget. Yes? So are you interested to understand what exactly happens in our brain? Yes? Okay, lovely. Let's look at it. Okay. Once the board comes, we'll do it. Till now, tell me, whatever we saw till now, okay, what are your top picks till now? Come on, raise your hand and let me know. What are your top picks till now? Yeah. Yes, great, fantastic. Give a big round of applause. Lovely. Come on, just raise your hand and just tell us. Stress travels with you. Come on, give a big round of applause. Fantastic. Clarity is very important. Super awesome. Because only when you have clarity, you'll be able to weigh your options, right? Sometimes you have to get out of your way. Okay. Yes. The C plus C gives you C, right? Clarity plus conviction gives you consistency, right? Fantastic. Give a big round of applause. Come on, everyone. What else? Patterns. Yes. We have a mindfulness coach with us. Please give a big round of applause. And I'm honored. Yes. The framework. Awareness leads to clarity. Clarity gives you certainty. When you are certain, that gives you confidence. When you are confident, that makes you take action. When you take action, that's when you get results. As simple as that. Got it? Yes? Of course that does. Fantastic. Of course that does. And thank you very much for bringing that. You know, I keep on talking about building your boundaries. It's very important for you. How many of you agree? जैसे घर में हमारे पास एक दरवाज़ा होता है ना, उसके बाद एक सेफ्टी डोर भी होता है. So that no one enters your house without your permission. Even अगर किसी ने बेल मारी तो एक दरवाज़ा खोल के आप देखते हो. Then you ask questions and only then you let that person in. Do you have a safety door for your mental and emotional space? That's my question. Or anyone is coming up and creating a mess in your mind. You get it? So have a safety door. Are you with me? Does this make sense? No? Yes? See, everyone do this. यहाँ right देखो, फिर left, फिर again right, फिर left, फिर ऊपर and नीचे. Okay, so this is no and this is yes. Okay, okay. Lovely. Fantastic. I love this. Okay, great. Are you all able to see this? Or I'll just change the angle. Is this okay? Good. Okay. अभी हम क्या देखने वाले हैं, क्या समझने वाले हैं, पहले इसको समझ लेते हैं. Brain. What exactly happens in our brain when we are experiencing stress and anxiety, and how can mindfulness help in overcoming that? Okay, this will really blow your mind. Whenever you get a scientific outlook towards something, your entire outlook and attitude changes towards it. Okay, let's look at this. See, this is a human face. And this is our brain. Okay? Now, our brain can be horizontally sliced into 3 parts. I will not use the jargons of the science. मुझे आपको bore नहीं करना. I'll make it very simple. Okay? The upper portion here, you can take a picture later on. Okay? The upper portion here, this is called as our neocortex. Lekin in a layman language, it can be called as our intelligent brain. Everyone, come on. Out loud, intelligent brain. Everyone, come on. Intelligent brain. You all have it, okay? The second layer here, this is called as our limbic brain. In a layman language, this is called as our emotional brain. Everyone, come on. What is it called? Emotional brain, okay? The third portion here, so you are not able to see. The third portion here, this is called as our reptilian brain. In a layman language, this can be called as our ancient brain. What is it called? Ancient brain. So we have intelligent brain, we have emotional brain, we have ancient. Isko bhul jao. These are technical terms. Okay? This is neocortex, this is limbic brain, and this is reptilian brain. Intelligent brain, emotional brain, and ancient brain. Okay? Now we are going to focus on this part. Emotional. How many of you agree that we all are emotional people? We are not intelligent beings, we are emotional beings. We project ourselves as intelligent beings, but in those key clutch moments, जब भी decision लेना होता है ना, emotional decision ही लेते हो, yes or no? बाद में उसको justify करा रहे, मैंने ऐसे बोला था, इसलिए बोला, अंदर आपको पता है क्यों बोला था. Okay. So, in our emotional brain, we have a small organ, which is called as amygdala. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Everyone out loud? Amygdala. Okay. Now, why is it important for us to understand amygdala? Amygdala is also called as our fear center. Fear center. Everyone, what is it called as? Fear center. Okay. So, what is amygdala? Amygdala is like a library. जैसे आप लाइब्रेरी जाते हो ना, जिसमें बुक्स ही आपको दिखते हैं. एमिगडाला भी एक लाइब्रेरी है. लाइब्रेरी ऑफ व्हाट? लाइब्रेरी ऑफ आवर पास्ट फियरफुल एक्सपीरियंसेस. बचपन से लेके आज तक आपको जो भी डर लगा है ना, किसी भी चीज़ों का डर, लोगों का डर, सिचुएशंस का डर, जो भी डर लगा है, वो सारा डर जो है ना, वो यहाँ पे है. इट इज़ ऑल स्टोर्ड. वो गया नहीं है. अभी आपको शायद वो याद नहीं आ रहा, लेकिन इट्स ऑल देयर. इट्स स्टोर्ड इन योर सबकॉन्शियस. इट्स स्टोर्ड इन द एमिगडाला. आर यू विथ मी? यस. नाउ the thing gets interesting from here. Okay, listen to this very carefully. In the present moment, रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी, when you are going through some ups and downs, when you experience a situation, a stressful situation, it can be in terms of your health, it can be in terms of your finances, it can be in terms of your relationship, business, work, कोई भी एक situation आ गई, your amygdala looks at the situation, it compares it with your archives, all the memory, and then it tells your brain, body and system that there is something bad which is going to happen. कुछ खतरनाक चीज होने वाली है. Why? Because something similar has already happened with you in your past. So as of now, when you see, for example, let me give you an example. अगर मैं वो खड्डे में गिरा हूं एक बार और मुझे बहुत जोर की लगी है, फ्रैक्चर आ गया. अभी कुछ महीनों बाद या कुछ सालों बाद मैं जा रहा हूं चलते चलते और मुझे खड्डा दिखा. The first thought will be like, मुझे वहां पे नहीं गिरना है. Let me just change my path. Why? वो ख्याल भी क्यों आया मुझे वहां पे नहीं गिरना है? क्योंकि मैं एक बार गिर चुका हूं. Are you with me? Now this is a very simple example, but this can be very complicated scenarios in your life. About relationships, about money, about business, about failure. You got it? So now if this is X, You remember the first stress pattern? If this is X, your amygdala tells you 10X can happen. And when this is the message which is passed, your brain, body, and system is pushed into something called as fight and flight. कितने लोगों ने सुना है ये टर्म फाइट एंड फ्लाइट? बहुत कॉमन है फाइट एंड फ्लाइट. यस, फाइट एंड फ्लाइट वो स्थिति है, फाइट एंड फ्लाइट वो स्टेट है जहाँ पे आपको पसीना आ रहा है, पैल्पिटेशंस हो रहे हैं, हार्ट बीट बढ़ रही है, सांसें तेज हो रही है, क्या करूँ समझ में नहीं आ रहा. यू आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट टू डू. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू एक्सपीरियंस दैट? Especially in those stressful situations, you're not able to make sense of it. Get it? That's called as fight and flight. जब भी fight and flight में आप होते हो ना, there is something called as PFC, prefrontal cortex, in our intelligent brain. सब लोग अपना हाथ लो, everyone take your left or right hand and place it on your palm. Place your palm on your forehead. Okay? Just behind your forehead, you have a PFC. एंड व्हाट इज अ पीएफसी? अगर एक सिंपल भाषा में समझना है ना, हर कंपनी में एक सीईओ होता है. सीईओ की जो पोजीशन है वो इंपॉर्टेंट है या नहीं है? क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है? ही टेक्स डिसीजंस, ही मेक्स चॉइसेस एंड ही सेट्स द रूल्स. व्हेन योर बॉडी इज इन फाइट एंड फ्लाइट, आपका ये जो सीईओ है ना, वो रिजाइन कर देता है कंपनी से, मैं कल से नहीं आऊंगा. यू गेट इट? दिस इज द सिवियरिटी ऑफ द सिचुएशन. Your PFC shuts off. And when the PFC shuts off, you are not able to think clearly. Because the work of PFC is to do analysis, evaluation, decision making, creative thinking. ये सारी जो चीज़ें हैं, mainly the PFC is involved. लेकिन अगर CEO बोल रहा है मैं कल से नहीं आऊँगा, तो कंपनी कैसे चलेगी? So that's where you are not able to think clearly. You got it? Is this clear? Yeah. Now, yeah. See, intuition is a completely different thing altogether. It's a completely different thing altogether. This is more about fear, you know. But intuition is wherein you have worked on yourself. Now, that's a different topic altogether. It is more about, you know, how sensitive you become towards life by developing certain faculties in you, which is more about your spiritual development. And then you are able to understand and make sense about this can happen. Intuition is like, you know, you get those glimpses, or you get a feeling. Intuition can also be gathered in various different ways. It can be a thought, it can be a dream, it can be a feeling, it can be anything. That's a different thing altogether, okay? But here, coming back, okay? Coming back, when PFC shuts off, you're not able to think. Now, when we experience and when we practice mindfulness, we are able to reactivate our PFC instantly. And we are able to down-regulate our amygdala. ये जो amygdala जो यहाँ पे fire हो रहा है ना, we are able to down-regulate the amygdala. Got it? This is the power of mindfulness. And this is not what I'm saying. This is what thousands of research papers are talking about. That what can happen. Yes?
This bad experience you have, it is of your own experience or you have heard?
Your own experience. So even if you have hurt someone, it's your own experience, right? That you have that guilt and regret कि मेरे वजह से वो hurt हुआ. It is still
something that you know आप जा रहे हो रास्ते में गड्ढे में गिर गए जैसे आपने बोला.
Yeah.
तो किसी दूसरे का एक्सपीरियंस भी आपने वो सुना कि ऐसा हो सकता है.
Yes, that can also be a part of it because that has somewhere impacted your experience of life. So for example, I'll give you an example. COVID में ये बहुत हुआ. Now in COVID what happened is, see, it is unfortunate, we lost so many people. We lost so many loved ones. कई बार क्या हुआ है, मैं और ये वन ऑन वंस जब मैं करता हूँ ना उसमें से निकल के आता है. कई बार क्या होता है कि मेरे कोई जानने पहचान मतलब मेरे इमीडिएट फैमिली में वी हैव नॉट लॉस्ट एनीवन, बट इफ आई सी दैट माय बेस्ट फ्रेंड हैज लॉस्ट हिज फादर और मदर, दैट पुट्स मी इन अ फियरफुल स्टेट कि हो सकता है ये मेरे साथ भी हो. You get it? So it can be someone else's experiences which has impacted me badly. Yeah. Thank you for bringing that in. Give a big round of applause. You got it? So this is the power of mindfulness. You are able to think through quickly. And I'm going to give you that technique right now. Okay, are you ready? Yes? Okay, fantastic. See, there is this 3-step process that we are going to do right now. Okay, I want all of you to switch off your phones or just put it on silent. ऐसा नहीं कि स्विच ऑफ करके उसको देख रहे हो कि कुछ आया कि नहीं. स्विच ऑफ या उसको साइलेंट पे कर दो साइड में. Okay, and now the three-step process. Now this three-step process, what will it help you in doing? Okay, number one, it will help you to instantly relax. Instantly relax. Got it? Number two, it will help you to activate your PFC. Number three, it will help you to down-regulate your amygdala. Number four, it will help you to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. हमारी एक nervous system होती है, उसमें sympathetic, parasympathetic दो होती है. I'll not go deeper into it. लेकिन parasympathetic जो है, that is more to do with relaxation. How many of you would like to relax on demand? Relax on demand? Yes. So you'll be able to relax on demand. Okay. और एक चीज होती है. How many of you have heard about brain waves? Beta, alpha, theta, delta. अगर आपने brain waves के बारे में सुना है? Yes. Most of the times, if you see, we are in the beta brainwave state. Beta brainwave state को monkey mind भी कहा गया है, wherein you are continuously engaged, you are very busy, you are hopping from one project to the other project. आप कल का भी सोच रहे हो, बाद का भी सोच रहे हो, आज क्या करना है, कल का. It's like खिचड़ी अंदर, भेल, आप भेल बना रहे हो, right? That is beta brainwave state, where you are busy, 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 busy. Alpha brainwave state is wherein you are calm, you are relaxed, and you are focused. Got it? So when you are in an alpha brainwave state, you are able to be more productive. You are able to think through the problem. You are able to respond and not react. Are you with me? Yes? Okay. The three-step process. Okay. Make a note of it. And ये तो एक benefit है इसका. लेकिन दूसरा benefit ये है कि we are able to build our awareness muscle. Why awareness muscle? Because awareness is the root of mindfulness. You got it? So more aware you are. How many of you agree? When you are more aware, you are in control. Yes. I'll tell you an example. This happened with one of my mentees. So this person, he stays in California, and he works on mission critical projects. Mission critical projects क्या होता है कि उनको कोई time limit नहीं होता कि 8 घंटे ही काम करना है, 9 घंटे ही काम करना है. वो लोग ऐसे projects पे काम करते हैं कि कभी भी कोई भी requirement आ सकती है, and you have to solve it. Okay? रात को भी आ सकती है, सुबह भी आ सकती है. And this person is working in this same industry for the past 6 to 7 years. अभी उसकी हालत ये हो गई है कि हमेशा वो triggered होता है. Every time, even in the morning when he gets up, he is able to feel something in his chest. This is what it does. This is what stress and tension does to us. So without any trigger, because the brain, the amygdala keeps on telling you, कुछ हो सकता है, कुछ हो सकता है, कुछ हो. So he's always on the edge. Have you experienced that? Always on the edge? Yes. So because of this, his immunity, see, the first thing that gets weakened when you are in stress is your immunity. How many of you experience this कि सर्दी, जुकाम, खांसी फटाफट होने लगती है when you are in stress? Because the first thing gets impacted is your immunity. Got it? So we'll be able to build our awareness muscle with that. So इसके साथ क्या हुआ? This mentee of mine, now when he is able to feel those palpitations, he is able to take charge of it. कि हाँ, I'm not in the right state. So let me just take few deep breaths. Let me just take a pause. Let me just fix this. उसके बाद मैं काम करूँगा. You got it? The first step is to find an anchor. The three-step process. How to get to here, okay? The first step is to find an anchor. Anchor का मतलब क्या है? Anchor का मतलब कोई भी ऐसी चीज जो आपको present moment में रहने दे. आपका मन जो है वो एक बंदर की तरह है. Yes or no? इसलिए उसको monkey mind कहा गया है. It's like a monkey who wants to keep on switch from one particular branch to the other. It's like a horse who wants to run. But you need an anchor. Anchor is like that pole जिसको आप घोड़े को बांध दो ताकि घोड़ा भागे नहीं. ये मन भी एक घोड़े के समान है, उसको भागना है, लेकिन आपको उसको यहाँ पे उसको गाड़ना होगा. यहाँ पे you have to make it. Because when you are aware, you will be able to bring clarity. Are you with me? Yes. So the first step is to find an anchor. उस pole को ढूंढो. Got it? The second step is to engage with that anchor. To be with that anchor. Okay, I'll tell you how to do that. And number 3 is, in the process, if your mind wanders, bring it back to the anchor. Got it? मन भागेगा, घोड़ा भागेगा, बंदर छलांग लगाएगा, लेकिन आपको उसको वापस लाना है. I'm giving you these analogies so that you are able to understand. Yes? Got it? Okay. Now, one of the best anchors, see, anchors can be anything. Anchors can be this pen, anchor can be this picture, anchor can be this tube light, anchor can be anything. It can be a flower vase, it can be a tree outside the window, it can be anything, okay? But one anchor which is always with you is what? Your breath. Your breath is something which is always with you. And why is it so very powerful? Because we always breathe in the present, yes or no? नीदर वी ब्रीद इन द पास्ट नॉर इन द फ्यूचर. हाँ ठीक है यार, आज की सांसें मैं कल ले लूंगा, छोड़ो. ऐसा नहीं होता ना, बहुत गड़बड़ हो जाएगी, राइट? So we always breathe in the present. And the number 2 is the breath is always present with you. You don't have to go and search. अरे यार सांस मिल नहीं रही. It sounds so weird, no? So the breath is always with you, and you always breathe in the present. That means you can practice this any time of the day. Got it? So let's do this. I want all of you to sit in the relaxed position, okay? Very relaxed. सिर्फ देखना सो मत जाना. Just be in the most relaxed position, okay? In the most relaxed position, okay? Now, focus on your breath, because your breath is the anchor, okay? Focus on your breath. When I say focus on the breath, that means in your mind's eye, you start watching your breath, as if your breath is tangible, you can see it. So in your mind's eye, start watching your breath. Every breath that is coming in and every breath that is going out. Every breath that is going in and every breath that is going out, okay? Now I'll come to step number 2, that is engage closely and observe your breath, your anchor. So now, try to hear the sound of your breath. Try to hear the sound of your breath. This is how we closely observe the breath and engage with it. Hear the sound of your breath. Try to feel the rhythm of your breath, the flow and the rhythm of your breath. And take your index finger, place it below your nostril, and try to feel the temperature of your exhalation. Try to feel the temperature of your exhalation. And you will realize that your exhalations are warmer than the room temperature. Why? Because our body warms it up. The heat, the body heat, correct? Why are we doing this? Because we are closely feeling our breath. किसी भी चीज को closely अगर feel करना है, then you will have to go into the details of it. So you are feeling the temperature of your exhalation, you are hearing the sound, you are involving your senses. You are hearing the sound, you are feeling the temperature, you are also visualizing the pattern of the breath. Got it? And now I want you to switch to 5:8 breathing, wherein you inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 8. Start doing it. Inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 8. 5 गिनते गिनते आप inhale करो, मन में ही गिनना, और 8 गिनते गिनते आप exhale करो. Inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 8. Now we will do all these things together. Number 1, see the rhythm and the pattern of your breath in your mind's eye. Try to hear the sound of your breath. Try to feel the temperature of your exhalations. And follow 5:8. And in this process, step number 3, if your mind wanders, bring it back to the breath. अगर मन कहीं चला गया, किसी सोच में, किसी विचार में, कल में, परसों में, क्या हुआ था, क्या होने वाला है, bring it back to the breath. Bring it back to your anchor. See the flow of your breath. Try to hear the temperature of, try to feel the temperature of your breath. Try to hear the sound of your breath. And in the process, if your mind wanders, bring it back to your breath. And 5:8 is the key. Inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 8. Fantastic. Come back. Come back. Did you notice anything? Are you calmer? Were there any thoughts? Would anyone like to share something? Your experience? Come on. Who would like to share an experience? Yes.
Mind got emptied completely. Like there was no other thought which was running in
Are
my
you able
mind.
to hear? Yes. Yes.
There was no other thought which was running in my mind. I was only able to concentrate on my breath.
Fantastic.
Once my mind tried to run, but as you said, I bring it back again and I just concentrated on my breath.
Yes.
And I felt that कि पूरे दिन में ऐसा नहीं होता है. Mind अपने thoughts चलाता ही रहता है.
Yes.
But when I concentrated on my breath, वो बंद हो गया.
Fantastic. Give a big round of applause for that. How many of you agree most of the times your mind is not in your control? It keeps on thinking. It's on a random trip. But this is the process where you are training your mind. देखो मैं एक एनालॉजी आपको देता हूँ, ठीक है, शायद इससे आपको और अच्छे से समझे. जैसे एक माँ बैठी है अपने छोटे बच्चे को लेकर, और माँ अपना कुछ काम कर रही है. छोटे बच्चे ने अभी अभी चलना सीखा है, तो क्या करेगा? चारों पैर पे यहाँ भागेगा, क्योंकि नया नया चलना सीखा है. तो माँ क्या करती है? उठा के उसको लेके आके यहाँ बिठाती है. फिर वापस माँ थोड़ा सा बिजी हो जाती है, फिर नज़र जाती है, अरे वो तो वहाँ पे पहुँच गया. फिर माँ क्या करती है? वापस जाती है, उठा के वापस उसको बिठाती है. ये क्या हो रहा है? ट्रेनिंग हो रही है. बच्चे की ट्रेनिंग हो रही है कि तुझे यहाँ बैठना है. यस और नो? ये बच्चा हमारा मन है और आप सारी माएँ हो. ये आपका फर्ज है towards your child, towards your mind, that you will have to train your mind to be in the present. Whenever you are in the present, you are in control. Yes or no? Whenever you are in present, you are in control. जैसे खाना खाते टाइम अगर आप present हो, जो खाना खा रहे हो उसी के बारे में सोच रहे हो, उसको टेस्ट कर रहे हो, तो अच्छा लगेगा ना. You are also tasting it very better. If you are working and if you are present 200%, your productivity would be good. अगर आप किसी से बात कर रहे हो लेकिन सोच और किसी के बारे में रहे हो, तो कैसा कॉन्वर्जेशन होगा? लेकिन जिससे बात कर रहे हो, यू आर 200% प्रेजेंट देयर, you will create a different bond with that person. Yes or no? Yes. So that's the power of mindfulness. You are training. And what happens when you do this practice? So what is the frequency, first of all? 2 minutes after every 2 hours. Please write it down. 2 minutes after every 2 hours you need to do this practice. Do you think that is too much to ask? 2 minutes after every 2 hours. Do you think that is too much to ask? इतना तो कर ही सकते हैं ना, है ना? 2 मिनट में तो मैगी बन जाती है. 2 minutes after every 2 hours. Got it? Practice this. Now what will happen? Alok, क्यों करना है ये practice? What will happen? What will happen if we practice this? If you practice this, your awareness will be heightened. By that what I mean is, the next time when you are about to shout on someone, you will stop yourself. Because now you are able to see, I'm getting angry, I'm getting angry, I'm getting angry, I'm getting angry. उस anger को मैं बाहर नहीं आने दूंगा. एंगर बाहर क्यों आ जाता है? क्योंकि मुझे अवेयरनेस ही नहीं था कि मैं इतना गुस्से में आ गया हूं. यू गेट इट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ देर इज एन अपॉर्चुनिटी विच इज लाइंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ मी, आई जस्ट मिस इट. Why am I missing it? Now this time I'm aware there is an opportunity and I have to take it. This is the awareness that we are working on. Are you with me? Am I making sense? Yes? Okay, lovely. Everyone stand up. Am I making sense? Yes? I want all of you to spot jog. Okay? Spot jog. Spot jog. Spot jog. Yes. Fantastic. नहीं कहीं पहुंचना नहीं है, वहीं पे. Okay? Now, what I want you to do is, for the next 2 minutes, I'll give you 2 minutes, okay? ऐसे ही jog करते करते, you meet as many people as you can, and just ask them their one takeaway. One takeaway till now, whatever their learning was. Come on, everyone. Just go and ask. What was your one takeaway? घर की बातें नहीं करनी, सिर्फ one takeaway. Okay. What was your one takeaway? Everyone, come on. You are a very good listener. Good audience. Come on, everyone. Just one takeaway, okay? Just one takeaway. One minute to go. 1 minute to go. Any one takeaway?
What is the takeaway?
My takeaway is that you all are a good audience.
My takeaway is C plus C is equal to C.
Oh, lovely, lovely. I love that. I love that. Fantastic. Fantastic. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Come back, come back, come back. Sit, 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 sit. Well, yeah. How much time do we have? Okay. Did you get some good takeaways? Yes? Okay. Now we'll come to a very important session, and that is a self-management framework that I want to share with you. Okay? Now, when we talk about self-management, we spoke about how to manage yourself, especially in a challenging situation. Got it? So I want all of you to write this down. This is a self-management framework right in front of you. Please take a note of it. Please take a picture, take a note of it. And I always like to use abbreviations because we are able to remember the abbreviations. Got it? So CARD. C stands for calm your mind. A stands for analyze the situation. R stands for reframe your inner dialogue. And D stands for devise an actionable plan. Okay? Now, be very attentive because I'm going to catch some speed. And this is very important for you. Okay? In any given situation, whenever you feel stressed, whenever you think that you have hit a dead end, whenever you think that, oh, this is a stressful situation, apply card. Okay? What does this mean? The first thing is that you calm yourself. A calm mind is full of answers and solutions. A stressed mind is full of questions, doubts, and confusions. Are you with me? Yes? Calm inside, clarity outside. Chaos inside, chaos outside. As simple as that. Got it? So, the first thing is you need to calm yourself. कोई भी situation में. जब भी एक soldier जो है, एक soldier जब भी battlefield में जाता है, that soldier never enters a battlefield without a bulletproof jacket. Yes or no? So you will never enter any stressful situation without your bulletproof jacket, and your bulletproof jacket is a calm mind. Now, how do you create a calm mind? By simply following the 3 steps that we actually practice right now. Got it? There is study which says that just by practicing this for 2 minutes, you are able to reactivate your PFC, you are able to downregulate your amygdala, you are able to reactivate your parasympathetic nervous system, and you are able to shift from your beta brainwave state to alpha brainwave state. There are so many studies which I've done, and that too they were done on monks. Got it? The ones who have been practicing every single day. So, the first thing is you take 2 minutes and you calm your mind. The second thing is now you analyze the situation. That whatever I'm dealing with right now, whatever situation, is that stress or anxiety? Whatever I'm dealing with, is that stress or anxiety? What is stress? Stress is when some important talk is going on. Wait. Okay, analyze the situation. What is analyze the situation? Now you ask yourself, whatever I'm dealing with, is it stress or anxiety? Stress is wherein, is the situation powerful than my preparation, or this is my worry and fear? Because if it is stress, then you will have to focus on your controllables. Got it? But if that is anxiety, then use your anxiety for preparing yourself for that situation. For example, if you are a student, and a student is feeling anxiety, exam anxiety, तो anxiety सोचते कुछ नहीं होने वाला. But how can you turn your anxiety into preparation? Your anxiety is trying to tell you something, yes or no? For example, if you are a business person, and if you have this anxiety about whether I'll be able to crack that client or not, क्या पता अगर ये deal work हो या ना हो, what can you do towards that anxiety so that you are able to crack the deal? Whether it is about a relationship, when you think that I don't know whether this relationship will work or not because I keep on getting a lot of red flags. How are you using that anxiety towards taking an action and towards preparing yourself? Got it? And if it is stress, then only focus on your controllables, not on your non-controllables. Then we come to R. R is reframe your inner dialogue. How many of you agree, whenever you are going through a stressful situation, दिमाग में बहुत कुछ चलता है? We all have those stories which keep on running inside our head, yes? Whether I'll be able to do this or not, ये हुआ तो, वो हुआ तो. Reframe your inner dialogue is one of the key elements of this framework. And this is where you transform your what if thoughts into even if thoughts, okay? So for example, if you have these thoughts like, what if I fail? What if this doesn't work? What if I'm not able to reach on time? What if I fumble? What if I'm giving a presentation and slides doesn't work? What if people laugh at me? What if people, they don't value me, etc., etc., etc. What if my boss tells me something? You change and you convert and you transform these what if thoughts into even if thoughts. Even if thoughts make you very powerful because when you say even if this happens, how I'll be able to handle it? You got it? Even if this clicker doesn't work, how will I be able to take charge of this presentation? Even if people are not able to understand me, how I'll take charge of this presentation? You got it? Even if I don't get the job, how I'll be able to proceed further? The best part here is when you focus on what if, you are focusing on the problem. When you focus on even if, you are focusing on the solution. You get it? Our focus defines our feelings. When we focus on the good, we feel good. When we focus on the bad, we feel bad. Yes or no? Yes. So that is reframe your inner dialogue. And then comes D. D is very new. Devise an actionable plan. Okay, abhi mujhe kya karna hai? That is when you ask yourself, what can I do right now? Does that make sense? It's very practical, but it starts with calming your mind. It starts with mindfulness. Useful? No? Okay, so let's do one thing, okay? We have a hard stop now? Yeah. Can we do one thing? How many of you would like to experience mindfulness right now? A practice, yes? Okay, lovely. Let's do it for 5 minutes and then we'll get into Q&A and then we can close it up, okay? Lovely. So let's do this. I want all of you to just relax. Please switch off your phones क्योंकि आपके वजह से बाजू वाले को डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होनी चाहिए. आपके फोन के वजह से बाजू वाले को डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं होनी चाहिए. Okay? Come on. Sit. Everyone, just relax. Okay? Keep your phones and your pens and your notepads, everything aside. Full breath in and full breath out. Full breath in and full breath out. Just focus on your breath. Every breath that is coming in and every breath that is going out. Switch to 5:8. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Inhale from your nose and exhale from your mouth. Inhale for the count of 5 and exhale for the count of 8. As you inhale, mentally tell yourself breathing in. And as you exhale, mentally tell yourself breathing out. जैसे आप सांस लेते हो, मन ही मन आप अपने आप से कहो ब्रीदिंग इन. जब आप सांस निकाल रहे हो, मन ही मन अपने आप से कहो ब्रीदिंग आउट. ब्रीदिंग इन एंड ब्रीदिंग आउट. Now focus on your feet. Focus on your feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, inner thighs, outer thighs, hips, lower back, stomach, upper back, shoulders, right arm, left arm, chest, neck, chin, lips, cheeks, nose, eyes, forehead, top of your head and back of your head. पूरे शरीर से सांस लो. Breathe from your entire body. Full breath in and full breath out. As you inhale, see yourself expanding. As you exhale, see yourself contracting. जब सांस लेते हो तो शरीर को फूलता हुआ महसूस करें और जब सांस निकालते हो तो शरीर को पूरी तरह से सिकुड़ता हुआ महसूस करें. Full breath in and full breath out. And with every incoming and outgoing breath, see your body getting relaxed. Every organ is getting relaxed. पैर से लेकर सर तक, सर से लेकर पैर तक, every organ is getting relaxed. Every muscle, every tissue, every ligament, every joint, every cell and every atom of your body is getting relaxed. And bring an attitude of gratitude. एक धन्यवाद का भाव लाएं. Be grateful for this body that you have got, the body that has been serving you for all these years. Be grateful for the breath that you are experiencing right now. Be grateful for the fact that you are alive and you are experiencing life. Be grateful for the food that you eat, the water that you drink. Be grateful for the relationships that you enjoy. Be grateful for the very fact that you are a part of this beautiful cosmos, this beautiful universe. Full breath in, full breath out. And with the next out breath, just feel the chair that you are sitting on. Just feel the space around you. Feel your feet, your palms, your fingers. Slowly move your fingers. Rub your palms. Touch your face. And whenever you feel like, you may slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. What do you feel? Good morning. All right, fantastic. Now this is the power, okay? This is the power. Just focus on that 2 minutes, जो training मैंने आपको कही है. 2 minutes after every 2 hours. Got it? Super awesome. So we come to the end of this session. One more thing before we end, before we go to the next phase. How many of you would really like to explore this even more further? Yes? I basically do 4 hours of programs, and because you are here with me, I'd like to offer a free ticket to you. Would you like to attend that? Yes? Basically these are paid, but I would like to give you as free. Would you like to attend that? Yes? Okay, lovely. Then see, the thing is, you can just scan this QR code, and this is a direct Zoom link, okay? You can directly come and experience 4-hour session. And by the way, this is happening tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Okay. So you can just take it and make the most out of it. Okay. Thank you very much once again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being such a lovely audience. God bless you. Sir, over to you. Thank you.
Sir, thank you. So what a lovely session we had actually. Thank you, Alok ji. We are indebted and grateful to you that there are small things which we learned which can make big differences actually. Simple steps, awareness,
It's me.
which leads to clarity, which leads to certainty, which leads to confidence and action. Yeah. So stress is the situation when situation is more powerful than you. That's what we learned. And anxiety is worry and fear, which is triggering of speculative fear. Actually. And when nothing happens as desired, mind propagates it to 10x. We perceived stress is something which is controllable, but not. हम बोलते हैं, but stress travels with us. और आखिर में क्या होता है, हम बोलते हैं आज का दिन ही खराब था. आज का दिन खराब नहीं था, हमने बना दिया उसको, because the stress was traveling with us actually. So in the process of building awareness, it brings more clarity. And clarity plus conviction is what we learnt as brings in consistency. We have seen the types of brain, and we have seen how it is analyzed and how the control center works actually. So we know where to put switch on and put switch off. Right? So eventually awareness is the root of mindfulness, and mindfulness is what we have seen. It's the quality or the state of being conscious or aware of something. Once we are aware of thing, the chain of reaction will automatically happen, clarity will automatically come. It's also a mental state which is achieved by focusing on awareness on the present moment, which is very underlined fact actually. And by calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feeling, thoughts, bodily sensations, which we use as therapeutical techniques also, as he rightly said. So he's very rightly said, all it needs is just 2 minutes after every 2 hours. The problem is we are ready to spend 2 hours in a doctor's consulting room, but we are not ready to spend 2 minutes for ourselves. Without any tool, the breath is what we have to control, what we have to be aware of actually. And we have to find an anchor for our monkey mind, which is very important. And the last thing was very, very simple but very powerful is we have to convert our what if situation to even if situation. So most of the time we are thinking, what if happens? What if I see the red signals, after red signals I'll get delayed? But often we have seen that we are lucky. We see one green signal, and once we follow a specific speed, we find all the green signals. So we have to learn so many things. But yes, thank you, Alok, for breaking it into small doable things. What is most important, and he's been very gracious enough to offer this to tomorrow's program. It is there. You can take a pic, and maybe you can join directly. So. Thank you. On behalf of AMA, we would like to express our gratitude for this session. At AMA, as you all know, we are a center which is engaged in the training of people. We are engaged in the programs which are of multiple benefits to multiple sector of people. And we have programs for all age groups, all sector of society, all sector of the profession, occupation. I would request, please follow the social media handles, because that's the easiest thing for all of you to do, and available on your fingertips. So you'll find something or other program which will be of interest to you. And good thing is most of these are free, or there's no ticket, or there's no fee. So you must utilize it, because otherwise we don't tend to spend on ourselves. At least spend time to develop yourself. Thank you once again. And as we have to, we're already 10 minutes late. But Mr. Alok is around for some time. If you have any question answer, you can do it with him, probably outside or inside the hall. Thank you. Thank you for being a very patient audience.